go abroad, I mean, obviously everybody wants you to defend India and to defend anything that happens in India. Do you find a lot of questions among people as to whether there is actual genuine secularism in India?
I don't think so. A whole lot of people think India's election is the most fantastic thing that's happened in the world.
Okay.
In United States of America, they don't trust their own election system. They say, our system is lousy, India is doing great. This is a common refrain that I hear. There are a few very people with strong, views because of their own, their vested interests who talk about this and that. But generally, I think the word India commands so much more respect now than ever before. I've been traveling for so long.
Okay.
Indian means you have to slink through lines. Now Indian means people say, oh, India.
Is that Sadhguruji you or is it India?
I think it's India, it's not me. I think Sadhguru also has found a little higher place because India has found a higher place.
You've been in out of the country, but I'm sure you're aware about the violence and the intolerance which is happening in the country. You're reading about it internationally. People are talking about rising intolerance in India, religious intolerance. What is your view about this?
I think we tend to exaggerate things quite a bit. Yes, there are a few issues which have come to debate and there is a lot of heat on the television channels. You don't see that anywhere on the street, all right? You walk across Delhi, you walk across any village in the country, there is no such intolerance or such violence or anything. There are some contentious issues where there is some debates going on. I think they're all in the court of law. You should allow the law to go its way. But now, once that get momentum, a few people are very excited and going all over the place. And in case there is an election or something in the area, people use that to do these things. But I feel these things have come down significantly in the last 25 years because 25 years ago, when we were in university, there was not a single year when there was no major communal riot in the country. Every year, there used to be somewhere, major. We have not heard of such things in the last 5–6 years at least, or maybe 10 years. We have not heard of such things. Here and there, some flashpoints have happened, unfortunately. But large communal violence, as we thought is normal for this country to face, you're not hearing that, which is a very, very positive thing. There are people who are looking for trouble all the time. I think the law should contain such people because in all the communities, people want to take care of their lives, they want to educate, they want to find jobs, they want to make a good living. And above all, the women folk in their families want to live well. They don't want their men to be bickering and quarreling, they don't want to be the wives of soldiers anymore. So that is also a big thing.
So you think that aspirational India has no time or patience?
They don't have time or patience, nor do they have intent in that direction. Some people are always… such elements are there everywhere.
Do you feel our education system supports this spiritualism that you talk about? Or has it got lost?
Our education system is a chow-chow. When I say a chow-chow, even when I went to school, the days when I went
I think only South Indians will understand this. You need to explain this. Chow-chow.
Chow-chow?
Yeah.
North Indians don't know what's
No.
chow-chow?
No.
It's a mix of all kinds of things. It's like this.
Khichdi.
Khichdi. Khichdi, only 2 items are there.
Only 2 items.
This is too many. You go sit in the classroom, even when I was supposed to go into school, the days when I reached school, most of the time I wouldn't reach school because I found life interesting on the way and I got lost. When I went to school, I just couldn't figure out what the hell are they trying to do. Because you go and sit there, somebody comes and starts talking about physics. My mind is just trying to spin physics. When I'm just trying to relate it to my life and what is physics happening, somebody else comes and talks literature. By the time I get physics out, this literature guy is already gone and biology guy has come. Every 45 minutes, what are you doing? Is it circus? It's just circus. This is not education.
Is that your next project now after soil?
No, I already have, we homeschool, we have some
You have your
smriti.
school, but what I mean is that do you want to take it up on a large scale, that our education is not commensurate with what the needs of the of students or young children is?
See, right now there are efforts to, in policy, some changes have been made. But I don't think government can ever execute that because to train the manpower to do that, right now they are saying curriculum should be only about 4.5 hours per day. What number of hours? Half the time, 50%. 50% of the time should be curriculum, rest of the time it should be extracurricular stuff. How many schools in this country can actually do that? Do they have the infrastructure? Do they have the people? It's not going to happen in this country that quickly. I am not trying to blame anybody, that's a reality we are in. So the only way is to create some niche schools where at least a certain number of children grow up that way. So in the name of equality, in the name of spreading it around, we are making the lowest standard the standard. No, it's very important. We must understand no nation has developed equally for everybody at the same time. Some people surged ahead, then others will try to move up the ladder one way or the other. That's the only way it can happen. That's the only way every nation has developed. But in India, we have some silly idea, if we make the children a high standard of education we should do it for everybody at once. It'll never happen. We will set to the lowest benchmark that way. So we are trying to do some niche things like that because large-scale education becoming high quality and consciousness developing kind of education is not practical right now.
Right.
Just the sheer number of children who need to be educated, because many of them just seeking livelihood. For as I see in the villages, it's just a passport to get out of that,
Yes.
hopeless situation, both economic and social
Correct.
situations.